Well, good evening and welcome to Grantsburg, the Elk Mound Mounders and the Grantsburg Pirates warming up on the field. We're going to get the pregame show started in about 5 minutes, and it's going to be a good one. I'll see you in 5.
comes out with an the backfield. It's going to go to, no, it's a fake to John. They're going to toss it to Chanel. Chanel's got a little bit of a hole, and that is all he needs as he crosses the goal line, hits the pylon, and that is a touchdown. Touchdown, Grantsburg. Off the block, Jenna McNally there. Johnson sets outside. Siebenthal goes down the line, and it's good. Served by Onstead. She rolls it over. Another Grantsburg ace. Jenna McNally. Serve is good, and it's an ace. Grantsburg with game point coming up. Grantsburg comes out with an unbalanced line to the right. Chanel's in the backfield. It's going to go to, no, it's a fake to John Chanel. Throw to Leo Chanel. Caught at the 25. Makes a guy miss. Spins off the next guy. And he's running into the end zone. Touchdown. He made 6 guys miss on that one. Oh my gosh, what a run.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Grantsburg, Wisconsin, the site of the Level 3 Division 5 game. Football at its best. It's snowy, it's cold, and we've got 2 very good teams about to do battle here from Robert W. Olson Community Field. My name is Bob Rombach. Beside me is my brother Nick. He's going to be running the camera. We are super fired up to bring this one to you. If you've been following it all, you know that these 2 teams are phenomenal. Elk Mound is 9-2. They lost their first 2 games of the season and have run the table since, defeating Shitek Weyerhaeuser, who they had already lost to earlier last week to get to this one. Grantsburg is undefeated. They are 11-0, and they are the winners of the North Lakeland Conference again. In fact, they are, over the last 3 years, 43-2. So the Grantsburg Pirates, 34-2. I knew that sounded wrong. 34-2 for the Grantsburg Pirates. Still impressive for the Grantsburg Pirates. This is the game that they lost last season to Regis in a crazy ending. Regis going for 2 and making it here in Grantsburg, winning 21-20 and going on to win the entire thing last season. Elk Mound's losses, like I said, were to the first 2 teams. They played Shitek Weyerhaeuser on opening night, and a week later to reigning Division 4 champs St. Croix Central. They lost to St. Croix Central 42-7, but since then they have won 9 in a row. They have a phenomenal running game. Brady Redwine leads Wisconsin in rushing with 2,424 yards, and he is a burner. If he gets the corner, if he gets the edge, look out. So Grantsburg's defense is on notice here tonight. Grantsburg and Elk Mound have both played only one common opponent this year. That was Durand. Both teams beat them by the same amount. Grantsburg won last week 30-20 in Level 2. Elk Mound beat them 3 weeks prior to that, 24-14. Elk Mound won the very difficult Dunn St. Croix Conference outright. They were undefeated, beating Spring Valley on the last in the last game. They were 6-0 in the conference. Looking at offenses and defenses, Grantsburg has scored 110 more points, and that includes a 2-0 forfeit earlier in the season. So 110 more points than Elk Mound. Grantsburg has given up 70 fewer points than Elk Mound. So if you're looking just on paper, it would seem to tilt Grantsburg's way, but that doesn't take a lot of things into account, including strength of schedule and just injuries, things like that. So very cool. The pep band here playing for the first time, I think, at a football game, and they are ready to go. This will be the last home game the Pirates have, win or lose. If they lose, of course, they're done If they win, they will go on the road and play, we don't know, and we don't know where either. So the school song being played right now, everybody on their feet. This is going to be a good one. The snow is starting to accumulate a little bit here on a cold, what is it, about 32 degrees now here in Grantsburg. The snow is falling just beautifully in the lights. That is really fun. Earlier in the season, at this time of the game, the sun is kind of going down. The unharvested corn in the background. You can see the whole campus, all the ball fields, the softball field, the baseball field. But this is beautiful in its own right. I know some people are worried about snow, but hey, we live in Wisconsin. We got to embrace this, right? So snowy, cold. It's going to be a grinded out type of a game. At least in the sense it's going to be run heavy. It's not going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's going to be 10 yards and hang on tight type of a game, I think. So this is going to be a battle of running backs, but it'll be also as much a battle of whose defense can hold and keep the opponent from getting those chunk yards. So with that, we are going to take a quick break. Thanks again for joining us. It is Grantsburg hosting Elk Mound in the Level 3 matchup here from Grantsburg, and you are listening to it and watching on wearegrantsburg.com.
Grantsburg Telecom is your communications expert. They provide high-speed internet, cable TV, and telephone service through Farmers Independent Telephone Company. They also have a wide range of business solutions to fit your needs. Visit them on the web at grantsburgtelecom.net or walk into their office, 139 West Madison Avenue in Grantsburg. Are you paying too much for insurance? Are you properly insured to protect all of your assets? Does your policy have those pesky loopholes that can cause problems when it's time to file a claim? If you're wondering about those issues or more, have a chat with Gary at the Gary Nelson Agency downtown Grantsburg. He enjoys taking time to help make sure the dollars you pay for insurance are working the hardest for you. You don't want surprises in your insurance policy, you want results. Make it happen with a Gary Nelson Agency.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets round glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. My name is Eric McMahon. This is me all Grantsburg.
You're suffering from low back.
All right, we'll get to that in just a second. Thank you again for joining us as the colors are retired. Great job by the Grantsburg Choir doing the national anthem one more time. Boy, we are excited to bring this one to you tonight. So national anthem is over. Starting lineups for these two teams are, Grantsburg always gets introduced as a team. For Elk Mound, they will be. These are their offensive starters. Ryan Flynn. Let me just give me 1 second here. Ryan Flynn is an end. Dylan Black is the quarterback. They don't do a lot of passing, and tonight will likely be the same. It is going to be run heavy. Andrew Benson is an end. Brady Redwine. This will not be the last time you hear his name. Brady is the leading rusher in the state of Wisconsin. He has 2,424 yards. It's an easy one to remember, 2,424. He leads all rushers by quite a bit on 300 I think it was 303 carries. He averages 8 yards per carry, and he is also second in the state with touchdowns. He has 35 rushing touchdowns. We'll talk about John Chanel, too, trying to keep pace with Brady. Continue with the starters for Elk Mound. Will Mazinski is the fullback. Bryce Casper, Connor Mavis, Brett Liu is the coach's son. Eric Jensen, Marcus Kinblom. That is your offensive line. Casper, Mavis, Liu, Jensen, and Kinblom. And then Tyler Brantner is an end for Elk Mound, the Mounders. From Elk Mound. And Elk Mound is quite a distance away. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Couple hours away down in the Eau Claire area. And here come the Grantsburg Pirates to center to the 40-yard line, jumping around. Boy, there is a lot. There's a huge buzz in the air. This is where Grantsburg lost last season. They lost the last game, their last home game against Regis. I was talking about before the break in just heartbreaking fashion. And it was 21-20, the final score. Regis goes for it at the end of the game, goes for 2 at the end of the game. And they got it, and they got the win. They went on to win state. So Grantsburg looking to get to the next level. This is halfway through the playoffs. The winner of this one has 2 more to become state champion, 1 more win, and they'll be going to Camp Randall in the state championship game. So before we get started here, I just want to point out, if you go to wearegrantsburg.com, and on the side, you can sidebar there's an opportunity for you to donate the Peterson family, the 4 Cubs. Massive fire last night in their milking park, and part of their barn burned down. Milking there since I think they said 1895, the farm, 1877. Just a tough of mine and friends of the community. We saw some great response from the agriculture, moving those dairy cows, 800 dairy cows, 5, 6, 7 hours, and they need to raise some money to help their employees. So if you would, go to, you can look at it on We Are Grantsburg. All right, so here, Watermelon, Grantsburg deferred. They will receive the, and with the wind at his back, he played by one of the front men at about the 20 of the left, and now back up the middle and dragging to about the 40-yard line. That's where Elk, our first glimpse at Brady Redwine. Researching him all week, kind of trying to see what Grantsburg might have to do. Put a lot of pressure on the Grantsburg defensive ends and linebackers. He is been quick to hit the hole, so he's going to first crack at it here on the wind, and the wind is picking up by day. Pistol formation. We'll get the opening handoff, and he is wrapped. Line of scrimmage, not much. Down. Levi making the tackle. So a couple yards on first down for Brady, averaging 8 yards per carry. Chanel's numbers, we'll do that in just a second. Black, pistol formation. He's going through. He gets a few, and he's across to the 46-yard line. A handoff, Christopher Lee. Third and short, and if you remember last week, the Durand Panthers, Grantsburg had such off the field on 3rd and 4th down. Or something like, what were they, Nick? 7, I don't know. They had so many 4th week, kept them in the game. Medium, 3rd and 3, at still in Mounder in motion, right to left, and he will be right there, the defensive end. Stand team there and brings up of a first down. short enough for Elk Mound. They're going to bring in 6 new players all the way. At least they'll go into punt formation. Hard for Elk Mound, and Grantsburg will Chanel back to receive the punt. Tyler Branter for Elk Mound. He is back at the line. Looks like heat here. Long Grantsburg holds. Snap is a little punt sideways and out 5-yard line. Grantsburg position as we get this game. Actually, we're going to keep it right here. I think and they're going to be amped up to go. We'll keep an eye on him of Leo Chanel. In 10 games, this was provided by Travis Wilson from WIS Sports. In 10 games, the Chanel brothers combined for 3,205 touchdowns, 226 tackles. Wow. Anderson in the shotgun. And behind him is Roofs. He puts the ball, covers it immediately. Fumble in the last. He's talking to Coach John. He said, turnovers are in tonight's game, and Grantsburg comes and he put it on the ground just about. John Chanel goes back. Tailback position. And Reed Arnold split to the left, back on the left, and now a bad snap. Luke Anderson gets to the 35-yard line. That's the so 2 plays and 2 showings here by Grants. The first one was a botched. The second one was a botched court change. Luke Anderson pistol. Bryce Roofs behind him. Chanel pass down the middle. Chanel, he's got it! Makes a man miss, and he's the end zone. Touchdown! No, we have not seen that all season long. 65 from Luke Anderson. The Pirates have the lead. Made aware of the Van Watermule. No good. 6 gains, and you're watching and listening to Grantsburg.
Back pain, fibromyalgia, or any other back, I want you to go see Therapy by Sarah. She's located in the office in the Gateway Plaza there, and mention about her on We Are Grants. Extra 10 minutes what you book. She's going to give you by mentioning We Are Grants. You don't need to suffer with low back. Sarah, she'll help you out and put it on We Are Grantsburg. When's the last time you up for a special dinner at Cozy Kitchen? Has it been a while? Cozy Kitchen is going to give you delicious food price, and you know, friendly, and they've got, whether you're going to go up there for or if you're going to go up there for their love Cozy Kitchen, because it really family feel like you're home. Been there in a while, go check Cozy Kitchen. You know, just south of the stop 7. Whether you're gearing for any holiday event.
Welcome back. His audio issues is doing well, so you saw pitch and catch. John Jared Van Watermeulen for the Pirates. Kick at the 30. Up men again. Guy now making some 40-yard line, and he is shy of the 4. So here we their second opportunity. It is a handoff to the side. He is collapsed immediately, but he does few. Second. The Mound. Here's a pitch off. Looks like they've got some room. His first big play by Reed Arnold at about the 5-yard line. First down for switch some of the right now. We're not what we want to get. Do. So Grant. And let's see how this goes. Black takes a snap, handoff to the first guy through, hangs onto the ball, and he's got about 8 yards on first down. So the running game for Elk Mound getting some traction. A gain of about 7 yards on first down makes it second and about 2, maybe 3 for Elk Mound. Grantsburg strikes quickly through the air. Nobody saw that coming.
At the near hash mark for second down and 2. Brantner will come wide to the near sideline. Lindell on wide to the right. And Zigbee lined up off tackle on the right side.
Redwine in motion, left to right. He's going to get it. He tries the corner. John Chanel tracks him down, but not until he gets a first down.
Tackled by John Chanel and Ben Johnson. Good for Elk Mound first down.
So 1st and 10 for Elk Mound, their second first down of the series. It is 6-0. 6:57 left to go in the first quarter. It was Luke Anderson to John Chanel, a deep pass, 65 yards on third down. Only took him 3 downs to score, but the first two were pretty rough. Here's Redwine going right behind his offensive line, and that was smart. They pushed the Grantsburg defense off the ball that time, and a gain of maybe 5 or 6 yards. Second and about 5 for Grantsburg.
6:25 left to play first quarter. 6-0 to score. Grantsburg with the lead. Elk Mound on the move. Redwine runs out of the tailback spot for Pistol.
Redwine, the tailback, 2 men split to the right, 2 tight ends, or 1 tight end to the right, man in motion left to right. They fake the handoff to him, and Leo Chanel takes Redwine straight up, but Redwine's able to slip away and get a few yards. It's going to be short of the first down. 3rd and a long one, maybe 2 for the Mounders.
5:50 left to play first quarter. Elk Mound on the move. Mounders running a 9-game winning streak. The Pirates unbeaten at 11-0. Jensen brings them out of the huddle.
So hopefully the audio issues have been solved. Sounds like maybe they have been, and here we go. It is 3rd and short. Grantsburg got him off the field on 3rd down last time. This time, Redwine finds a seam on the right side and drags defenders down to the 15-yard line. The first series went 3 and out. Elk Mound has converted a few third downs on this drive. Grantsburg doing a good job of bending but not breaking. Now it's the time. Inside the red zone at the 15-yard line, just inside the 15 on the right, or near the right hash mark. 5:16 left to go. Grantsburg leads 6-0.
Here comes Black out of the huddle. He's the quarterback.
5:09 left to go in the first quarter. Black, the quarterback, in the pistol. Grantsburg sending a blitz. It's Leo. He misses, and off to the left side. Redwine gets hit near the goal line, actually a little short. It's a Grantsburg Pirate who comes away with the ball, but he was down. First and goal for Elk Mound. And you can see why Brady Redwine, he has flashed here on this drive. Grantsburg has done a pretty good job stopping him, but another big chunk yardage of over 10 yards on that run. Now 3 men in the backfield along with the quarterback, so 4 including him. Handoff to Redwine. He is near the end zone. He is just short, brought down by a couple of Grantsburg Pirates who unpiles there. Tanner Berger. Austin Lewis makes the tackle. It is 2nd and a yard, or 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. Big stop there by the Grantsburg defense. Hawk Moritz, the nose tackle. Austin Lewis, the right tackle, and all the linebackers bunch up. Everybody's in goal line. Here's a handoff. Brady, he's hit in the backfield, and he's dropped for a loss.
Brady Redwine met by Leo Chanel.
So 3rd and goal, a loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2.
3rd and goal for the Mounders.
They've tried 2 up the gut. It would not surprise me to see them try the wide side of the field. That'd be to the right. See if Redwine wants to go that way. We're going to have to wait to find that one out, as the Mounders are going to take a timeout. So timeout with 3:39 left to go. 6-0, Grantsburg leads, and you're watching it here on We Are Grantsburg. Is that on?
It is now. I did it.
Oh, you did it when I would.
Be the touchdown.
Phew, that would be.
So we're just going to have to go between these two. All right, so here we go. 3rd and goal from the 2. Elk Mound calling a timeout, getting this exactly right, reminding the players of their assignments. Grantsburg likewise from their huddle. 3:39 left to go in the first quarter. Grantsburg leads 6-0. Black under center this time. Redwine, the tailback. They do a shift to the left. That's the near side of the field. Here is the pitch out to Redwine. He makes one guy miss, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Brady Redwine from 2 yards out. 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. It is tied up at 6. So we've seen a John Chanel touchdown and a Brady Redwine touchdown.
And here comes Galen Young in for the kick. Young so far in the year has been nearly perfect. He is 37 out of 39 on the extra point. He's teed it up at the 15-yard line.
Galen Young,
Score tied 66.
the sophomore kicker, 37 of 39 for extra points. This to take the lead for the Mounders. Snap, spot kick is up, and it is good. 7-0. Elk Mound has taken the lead here in the first quarter, and you're listening to it on wearegrantsburg.com. 1. Oh, that's the camera number, Doug, on my feed.
285.
How many?
285.
Galen Young tees the ball for the Mounders.
Well, here we go. The kickoff coming up by Galen Young. Who's now 38 out of 40 and the extra point try.
All right, Galen Young to tee it off after giving his team the lead with that extra point at 7-6, and here is the kickoff. John Chanel lines it up. He takes it at the 21-yard line. Tries the left side. He is wrapped up and taken down short of the 30. That's where the Pirates will start here. Their second opportunity with the ball, their second drive as the snow continues to fall. It's actually quite pretty. A much different scene than last week when it was driving snow left to right or north to south. Cold, bitterly cold. Still cold, but it is... It's a beautiful night here. Just above freezing, maybe right at freezing. Grantsburg, Luke Anderson under center, gets Roofs in motion right to left. The Chanel boys in the backfield. They give it to Leo this time. He tries the middle, and he is hit and dropped. Gain of maybe a yard on the first down play. He gets to the 30-yard line and no farther. Second and a long 8 for the Pirates.
Second down 9 for the Pirates.
Elk Mound has a ton of players on their sideline, and they also brought a nice contingent, impressive from 2 hours away near the Eau Claire area. Here's a throw out to Leo. He missed it right through his hands. So it's going to be 3rd and a long 8 on the incompletion. Well, you like to see that ball get to the Grantsburg playmakers. The ball was a little bit above him, about helmet height, maybe a little higher, but still definitely catchable right through the hands of Leo Chanel, the Wisconsin Badger commit. Him and his older brother John committed earlier this year. John a preferred walk-on, Leo with scholarship money. David McKean split off to the left, 2 men split to the right for Grantsburg. John Chanel in the backfield. They're going to pass again. Looks like a screen. They want to get John. John missed it. Actually, it was a tough pass, and it's going to have it's going to be 4th and long. Grantsburg will have to punt. John Chanel will go back to punt for the Pirates. That pass was high. Both passes from Luke a little bit high. You'd like to see him bring that down just a little bit and see what happens with their playmakers. Not this time. 4th and 8 from the 30-yard line. 2 men back for the Mounders. That's number 3, Ryan Flynn. And it looks like he's going to get it. John Chanel, line drive kick. Bounces at the 25, rolls inside the 20, inside the 10, and it's picked up. That's Emberson. He makes one guy miss. Another guy misses. Third guy misses, and he dives forward to the 25-yard line. No flags on the play. And that was Benjamin Lambelli. Sorry if I know one of those was mispronounced. But that's who it was. And Elk Mound with a nice punt return after a big punt by John Chanel will have it at the 25-yard line going right to left. The wind is in their face for the next 2 minutes and 36 seconds. That's how much time is left in the first quarter. It's 7-6. Elk Mound scoring on their last drive. We'll see what they can do on this one. Brady Redwine, the incredible running back from Elk Mound, is the deep man. And they give it to the first guy through, and he's got a hole, a big hole. Another big gain for Elk Mound on the ground. That time it was Christopher Lee, the fullback, getting a big rip of yardage out past the 40 to the 43-yard line. A big run on first down. Grantsburg defense looks a little bit beat up. Grantsburg on offense has not looked sharp at all. They've had a fumble, actually 2 fumbles, a fumbled quarterback center exchange and a quarterback running back exchange, and then on this last one, 2 high passes. Here's Redwine on the right side. He's juking and getting by one guy. That he gets by Leo Chanel and down to the 40-yard line. Another big gain. That one was 17 yards by Brady Redwine. Leading rusher in the state of Wisconsin, nearing 2,500 yards. He might already have it here in this game. He started with 24-24. Probably not quite to that 2,500 mark yet. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, 7-6, and it looks like Elkmound is driving again. Redwine, man in the backfield. It's going to be a fake end around, handoff Redwine, and he's brought down by the line. It's Tyler Stevens, the first man to bring him down or get to him. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line of Grantsburg. So we knew to expect Redwine, but what we haven't seen or didn't know about Christopher Lee, the fullback, has done a good job already. John and Leo Chanel raising their hands saying, "Let's go, we got to hear you," over to the crowd, and a huge crowd here for this level 3 playoff game in Grantsburg. Redwine will take it on the end round left to right. He tries to get the corner, and he's met and dropped. That was Bryce Roofs. Gain of a yard, maybe 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 35 in Grantsburg territory. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter. 44 seconds left to go. Ball is placed on the right hash mark. Elkmound going right to left. The wind a little bit in their face, but shouldn't be much of a factor if they do decide to pass. They didn't pass once last week against Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser in that blizzard. Here it is, and he is hit. Tyler Stevens! They call him the tank, and that time he just bowled over Dylan Black, the quarterback, from the blind side. Big play by Tyler Stevens, and Elkmound will bring out their punting unit. A loss of 6 on 3rd down as Elkmound goes back to pass. They are averaging 44 yards per game through the air. And sack counts against your passing stats, so they have -6 yards passing here tonight. That is the end of the first quarter, and big play for Grantsburg to get some momentum back as Redwine and company were walking all over them. So we're going to take a break as we switch sides. You're listening and watching on WeAreGrantsburg.com.
Back in Grantsburg, Wisconsin, it continues to snow. 7-6 to score. Elkmound with a 1-point lead over Grantsburg.
4th down and 11.
4th down and 1 yard to go to the first down. It's Grantsburg.
All right, here we go. Oops. Here's the punt line drive. It's going to roll inside the 20 and stop at about the 18-yard line. Not a pretty punt, but effective, getting Grantsburg inside the 20-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for the Pirates as they come out. First drive of the second quarter about to get underway. There's 7-6. Grantsburg scored first. They went up 6-0. Extra point, no good. And then Elkmound took the subsequent drive into the end zone. Brady Redwine, a 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good, and there's where we stand. Grantsburg looking real sloppy, to be perfectly blunt, on offense outside of one amazing play, the 65-yard touchdown pass. Here's John Chanel trying the right side. Here's their bread and butter, and they're brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. Not much there for John on first down. Maybe 2 yards on the play. Just shy of the 20, right in the middle of the field.
Second down, 9.
It'll be second down and 9 for the Grantsburg Pirates. Luke Anderson, the quarterback with Leo Chanel, John Chanel.
Luke is going to go under center this time. I backfield behind him. One man split to the left and a wing to the right. That's Bryce Roofs. He goes in motion right to left. And here's the pitch to John. And he bobbles it and it stops his momentum. He is tackled for a loss.
Tackled by Bryce Casper.
The weather is better than it was last week, but the Pirates are having a very tough time holding on to the ball. We've seen 2 fumbles. That was a near fumble. 2 passes that were high but catchable, especially the one will flare out to the right of Luke Anderson. The screen pass was pretty tough. So here we go, 3rd and long for Grantsburg again. He is in the shotgun with Chanel behind him, the pistol, with 2 men split to the right. And it's going to be a counter to John. John slips, and he is going to be brought down at the 20. Nothing going for Grantsburg. That play has worked so well all season long. This time it's a gain of a yard, and the punt team will be asked to come out again.
7 yards to go for first down.
So this is everything we kind of hoped it would be. The weather might be playing a little bit of a factor with the cold and the snow. It is 7-6, 10-10 left to go in the second quarter. But we knew it was going to be a slobber knocker, I think I called it earlier. And so far, pretty good. But you don't want to give this ball back to Elk Mound. Here's a bad punt, but it's going to roll at the 45 to the 50. Making a move and inside Grantsburg territory at the 40-yard line. And Grantsburg just looking off, like just off kilter. And Elk Mound with a golden opportunity here, 40 yards from pay dirt. 9:49 left to go. They lead by a point, 7-6. Grantsburg having a heck of a time just securing the ball fundamentally. So here we go, 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line of Grantsburg, right hash mark. Black handoff and stopped. Good job by the interior of the line. That was Levi Miller. Brady Redwine lost his helmet on that one. Gabe Chanel, Tyler Stevens, Reed Arnold all had a hand on bringing down Redwine that time. 2nd and about 9 for for Elk Mound, the Mounders. Redwine lost his helmet on that last play, but he ran to the sidelines. But he is back. No, he's not back out there. It's Christopher Lee, the tailback. Man in motion, left to right. Grantsburg crowd getting into it. Snap. It's going to be a pass this time off to the right and hit and dropped by John Chanel. Gain of about 5 to the 35-yard line. Big hit, but holding on to the ball was number 48, William Mazinski. It'll be 3rd and about 4 for Elk Mound. 8:50 left to go in the first half. 7-6 Elk Mound. And Elk Mound comes to the line. Redwine back out there, 3rd and 4. Their stands are shaking. Here's the handoff. Redwine, he's caught in the backfield! Leo Chanel stunting from his linebacker position, and he takes him down at the line of scrimmage. Just a short loss, actually. And it'll be 4th and long for the Mounders. It is in no man's land. The 35-yard line, right hash mark. The Mounders will stay on the field. Their offense, now they're going to pull them out, and the punt team will come out.
And all 3 are brothers. Dave Chanel, only a sophomore. He's 6'1", 180.
Grantsburg not buying it. They're going to stay in their base defense. Jacob Menzel, the punter. The snap is bad. He's got to pick it up, and he does get the punt away. It's a shank off. Actually, what is this? It's going to go down to the 5, roll out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Wow, the punter able to make a punt after a bad snap. Wow, Elk Mound needs to send that guy flowers or something. That was a huge play by their punter. Not only to pick it up and not turn it over at the 50-yard line, but to get a punt away. Not the greatest looking punt again, but it rolled out at the 6-yard line. Grantsburg will have it. Their offense hasn't done well at the 30. We'll see what happens here. They are too good of a team to have that keep happening. Trips to the right, one-man split to the left. That's Leo Chanel. In the backfield with Luke Anderson in the pistol is John Chanel. John is in the two-point stance, and here is the snap. They're going to look for Leo on the left side, back shoulder throw, and it is way out of bounds. And another helmet comes off of an Elk Mound player.
Second down 10 for the Pirates.
Back in the end zone. I don't have his number 44. He's not in the roster. So, incomplete pass from Luke Anderson. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 6-yard line. Grantsburg trying to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost, proverbially speaking. Anderson in the pistol. Bryce Roofs behind him, it looks like this time. McKean split to the left, trips to the right, or excuse me, 2 split to the right with Gabe, and this is Bryce Roofs spinning. He's got a little bit of room. Another move by Bryce Roofs. He stays in bounds, and he's got near first down yardage. Some nice spin moves by Bryce Roofs in relief of John Chanel. First down, Grantsburg, 7:22 left to go in the first half. Elk Mound up by 1, 7-6. McKean split to the left, Roofs to the left. The Chanel boys in the I formation behind quarterback Luke Anderson. Gabe Chanel is the tight end to the left.
Power I formation again. Here's Anderson up to the line of scrimmage under center. Center again is Kevin Watt.
Here's a handoff to John Chanel, pushing people forward, but not much there. Maybe forward progress to the 20-yard line. Gain of 1 on the play. Elk Mound's defense up to the task right now of stopping this Grantsburg offense. Grantsburg scoring on a big play, a 65-yard touchdown pass. Luke Anderson to John Chanel. But since then, no real yardage to speak of for Grantsburg. They've got quads out to the right and 1 to the left. That's Leo Chanel. Snap is dropped by Anderson. He rolls to his right. He's being chased. He's looking. He wants to make somebody miss. He gets by. Nice block and a big hit. Anderson able to get off the hit, and he's got near first down yardage. I think that was John Chanel who just decleated some poor kid and sprung Luke Anderson to make one move and get near first down yardage. I think they've got it. And it is a first down. Anderson dropped the snap, fumbled it, picked it up, and was able to make something out of nothing. They had 4 men split to the right and 1 to the left. It was supposed to be a pass. And here we go. Pistol formation for Anderson. Chanel in the backfield, 2 men to the left. It's going to be a handoff John Chanel. He's looking for some room. He gets a block. He's got some room. Out to the 40, and Grantsburg now rolling a little bit. Another first down on first down. 5:51. Clock is stopped as the chains move. So this drive started at the 6-yard line. Grantsburg, no huddle. They're going to just look at the wristband for the play. It is cold out there and snowy. This is like the bone-chilling type of cold. Anderson in the pistol, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. He's looking for Leo. Now he's going to go down the right side. He finds his intended receiver, but it's dropped. Gabe Chanel. Hard to see if the defensive back was able to knock it away or if Gabe just dropped it. Looked like a good pass from here, but like I said, couldn't see if the defender made the play or if it was just a miss. 2nd and 10, that was a nice play. Grantsburg had much success running that levels play earlier or against Durand last week. It is 7-6. It's a tight game here. Grantsburg moving the ball from the 6, now out past the 40-yard line, still in their own territory. John Chanel in the Wildcat. He's going to be the quarterback. He moves to his left. He's got a block from his brother Leo. Makes a guy miss, cuts inside, and he is down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 5 on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd and probably about 6. gain of 4 on second down.
3rd and 6 for the Pirates.
Ball is placed on the left hash mark, the back of the football on the 45-yard line. Bryce Roos heads off to the right. David McKean off to the left. There are the wide receivers. John Chanel, the lone setback to the right of Luke Anderson. Leo is the wingback. Snap, it's going to be a pass. Looking, crossing, and it's too far in front of Gabe. Gabe Chanel.
4th down, 6.
4th and 6 for the Pirates. Grantsburg doing a lot more passing than I had expected in this one. I'm not sure what his how many attempts it's been, but probably around 6 or 7 attempts here in the first half. Grantsburg must have saw something on film, and that one was just too far in front of Gabe Chanel. So see if John can pin him deep here. Here's the snap. It's handled. The kick is away. It's a good kick, it looks like. It gets knocked down by the wind. It's still bouncing inside the 20. Picked up, making a guy miss, and now still on his feet and brought down by Ben Johnson. Good job by Ben Johnson and the special teams to not allow much of a return. A gain of about 4 yards for Elk Mound, and they'll start with the ball at the 22-yard line. Even the referee's having trouble holding onto that ball. So Elk Mound near the Eau Claire area, 2-hour drive for them. Some hardy souls. A lot of blaze orange on the other side. Elk Mound is orange, so that works pretty well. A couple of canopies set up over on the opposing bleachers. They were prepared. Here's the handoff. Run one is dropped and is hit backwards by Leo Chanel. That was a Division I hit. Loss of 2 on the play puts it back at the 20-yard line. They're covering the football with a towel. That means this is a wet snow, and that would explain some of the offensive troubles for Grantsburg. Elk Mound seems to be handling the wet football a little bit better. Grantsburg able to drive it out from the 6-yard line, but ultimately had to punt on their last drive. Here's the handoff. Brady is through the line and into the second level and brought down shy of the 30-yard line. Gain of about 8 on second down. It'll be 3rd and about 3.
3rd down, 3 for the Mounders.
Call it a gain of 7 after that loss on first down.
The Pirates in tackling this year. We're down to 3:25 left to play the first half. 7-6 to score.
3rd and 3 for the Mounders in this wonderful game of football. 7-6 the score. The Mounders have the lead by an extra point. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to the first guy through. Grantsburg is up to the task. That took a long time to tackle him. It's going to be 4th and short for the Mounders. They are not as aggressive on 4th down as we saw the Panthers last week. The Durand Panthers probably would go for it here. Elk Mound with the lead, 2:47 left to go in the first half. The ball is at the 31-yard line near the left hash. The last time they tried to punt, the long snapper, skipped it to the punter. He was able to get it away and pin Grantsburg deep. Let's watch the snap here. It's a good snap. And Grantsburg nearly blocked it. It's a bad punt. Doesn't get to the 50. Leo Chanel was there, and I think he got kicked on that punt. He was slow to get up. He might have gotten it. He might have gotten a piece of it because they did run into the kicker, so I think it was partially blocked. And Leo looks like he's in a little bit of pain, but Grantsburg will get their best starting field position of the game in Elk Mound territory at the 46-yard line. Grantsburg scored first. It was a 65-yard touchdown pass from Luke Anderson to John Chanel. And the Elk Mound put together a nice drive on their ensuing possession of Brady Redwine 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. Anderson will hand it off to the tailback. It's John Chanel. He spins. He makes a move in the backfield. He's got some room. He is loose at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! John John Chanel getting them on their feet. A 46-yard touchdown run. And that is what can happen when you've got these guys in the backfield. It can look bad, and it's looked bad on offense for Grantsburg. But 2 big plays for the Pirates, and they lead now 12-7. So Grantsburg with a 5-point lead, missing the extra point earlier. Looks like their offense is going to come back on the scene for a 2-point conversion attempt.
Touchdown, John Chanel. And for him, that is his first touchdown of the year.
Anderson under center. 2 men in the backfield. It's a pitch to John. John looking. He has to reverse field. He couldn't get his traction. He's down at the 5, and he's staying down. He's still down.
2:06 left in the half. The Pirates pull ahead 12-7.
And he rolls onto his back. That cut looked rough, and the trainers are out on the field. We've seen John go down before. A couple guys huddled around him, and John is thankfully up off his back, walking off the field with no noticeable limp. Man, every time that happens, we hold our collective breath, don't we? So Grantsburg has a 5-point lead, 12-7, unable to get any of those extra points.
Hot dogs, hot coffee, hot chili, hot tamales, no. All proceeds go to the Grantsburg 8th graders.
So though the extra points haven't gone Grantsburg's way, the score is currently, with 2:06 left to go, 12-7, Grantsburg leads. We'll get that score updated right now. Jared Van Watermillen will kick the ball off with the wind in his face just a little bit. The snow is beautiful. Like, this is the kind of snow you kind of want maybe at Christmas Eve. I guess it could be a little fluffier snowflakes, but just a nice, gentle snow, but it is accumulating. I'll show you the track in a little bit. Can't see the Pirate sign anymore. Actually, our crack videographer is going to show you. Thanks, Nick. There's usually, you can see the Pirates logo there, or it says Pirates in stencil. You can see it accumulating on the field too. So fun November football in Wisconsin. Jared Van Watermillen set to kick it off for the Pirates. 2:06 left to go in the first half. It's going to be a squib kick. They have not kicked it to Brady yet. It's to the up man crossing the 30, and he's got a head of steam across the 40 and drives forward to the 45. This kicking to the up guy, he's been doing a good job. That's Lee, I think is his name. Yeah, Christopher Lee, 12th. He is a fullback by trade on offense, but he has done a good job returning kicks. So the Mounders starting near midfield with under 2 minutes left to go. You'd like to have seen Grantsburg kind of pin him a little bit deeper. Elk Mound has a very good kicker. He's a sophomore. He's only missed 2 extra points all year, so a field goal is a possibility. Here's a pitch to Redwine. He's got the right side. He is hit and dropped by Ben Johnson. Boy, Hawk Moritz was in there like a flash. He went to the quarterback right when he pitched it. So a gain of 9 on first down. Clock continues to run, under 1:40 left to go. 12-7, Grantsburg has retaken the lead on their last drive. Now their defense needs to come up big. Elk Mound has tried a couple of passes. I think he's 1 for 2 with a sack. Here's Black, the quarterback. He fakes the handoff, now gives it to Redwine on the left side. A little counter, it's good for a first down. Just shy of the 40-yard line to the 41 in Grantsburg territory. 1:18 left to go, and the clock stops as the chains move.
At the Grantsburg 41-yard line, ball in midfield. Lambell will go out. Christopher Lee will more likely come back in.
So the clock is wound. It's nearing a minute to go in the first half. Elk Mound has 2 timeouts remaining. Black, the quarterback, gets a man in motion. They do some handoff to Redwine, and he is caught in the backfield. Bryce Roofs with another big play on defense, taking him down near the line of scrimmage, and a timeout called by Elk Mound. The Mounders use their second timeout. We'll take a quick break ourselves. It is 12-7. Grantsburg has the lead here. Elk Mound driving. You're watching and listening on WeAreGrantsburg.com. Well, you just missed my call. I got you. Couldn't hear it. I had muted it. So that was pretty brilliant, wasn't it? Grantsburg gets the fumble recovery, and let's see what they do here. If they're going to try to run a play, I would imagine they would. 7 seconds left on the clock. 12-7, Grantsburg leads. John Chanel coming off a big run on the last play. They're looking down the field. They want McKean. He's double covered. It is incomplete. 1 second left to go for Grantsburg.
Out of bounds. 1 second left on the clock.
So Grantsburg will have another shot at it. Boy, I'd just like to see him run this thing. They've got a couple timeouts left. Well, now it doesn't matter. 1 second left to go. Give it to one of those Chanel boys. See what they can do with it.
1 second left on second down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Leading by 5, 12-7. Pirates lead
So Anderson with Chanel behind him. No, Chanel behind him. It's going to be a counter to Chanel. He's got some room. He gives one guy a stiff arm. Has to make a guy miss, and he is going to be brought out of bounds and tackled out of bounds. That was really close to a late hit out of bounds. And that's it. 12-7 as triple zeros hit the clock. And it is Grantsburg with the lead by 5, 12-7. We're going to take a quick break. Thank you for watching. This is, I haven't looked at the numbers, but a lot of people, and we appreciate you sticking with us. Had some audio issues early, and then just a goofy announcer forgetting to unmute his mic. But thank you for joining us. I just want to take a quick second to verbally thank all of our sponsors. Thank you to Country Cafe on Main, Burnett Medical Center, Onstead Therapy Services, T-Dogs, Crex Tex, Fiedler Ford, Community Bank, Burnett Plumbing, Bass Lake Lumber. I want to thank Backwoods Beer and Bait, Gary Nelson Insurance, Anderson Repair, E&M Machine, Arrow Building Center, Cozy Kitchen. Also want to thank Bont Chiropractic, Grantsburg Telecom, Burnett Dairy Co-op, Bergie's Fitness and Foods, and Massage Therapy by Sarah. 12-7 the score, 15 minutes for halftime. If I were you, I'd grab some popcorn. This is going to be a heck of a second half. I know a lot of people are able to hook up their laptops or their phones to their TVs via HD. If you can do that, that would be a suggestion. This is going to be a fun one in the snow. We're already seeing a tough football game. Lots of slipping, lots of trouble holding on to the ball, especially early, especially for Grantsburg. But Grantsburg does prevail here in the first half. They have a 12-7 lead. It was Luke Anderson to John Chanel, a 64-yard touchdown pass with 8:54 left to go in the first quarter. Extra point was no good. On the next drive, Brady Redwine and the Mounders mount a good sustained drive, several third down conversions, and with 3:36 left to go in the first quarter, they are able to put a touchdown in by Brady Redwine, a 2-yard touchdown run. Point after was good. And then near the end of the half, John Chanel, a 47-yard touchdown run with 2:06 remaining, and the extra point, 2-point conversion was no good. 12-7 the score. I hope you're enjoying this broadcast, this live stream. Go ahead and share it out and let your friends know we've got a good one here in Grantsburg. So we're going to take a quick break and be back with some stats and highlight. Well, no real highlights, but we've got some stats for you right after these messages, and you're listening to high school playoff football on WeAreGrantsburg.com. All right, gang. Thank you for joining us, and exciting game here we've got. Just talking about it a little bit in the press box. 12-7 as the snow is coming down hard now. Sounds like you got, I saw somebody comment, was it Chris, 4 inches south of New Richmond? It looks like we might be well on our way to something like that. The snow is accumulating out there on the field and has really kind of slowed this game down. Score to pass along to you. The Regis Ramblers are on top of the Unity Eagles 8-0. They also won their first game or first match of state. They were down 2-0 and came back and won 3-2. So they'll be playing tomorrow for the championship in Green Bay. So let's take a look here. Before the game, I don't know if you saw these. Oh, we got to take some of that stuff off, huh? This is why Nick does this stuff, not me. So the Chanel brothers, John, Gabe, and Leo, incredible season for these guys. And for obviously, the success of the team is not just these guys. There's a lot of talent. In fact, behind these guys in the running back position especially, there's still a lot of talent. You saw Bryce Roofs with a couple spin moves earlier. Levi Miller is a good one. Ben Johnson, David Nelson. There's a good stable of running backs, but it's tough to beat out a couple of D1 prospects. If you didn't know, Leo and John both committed to the University of Wisconsin. John will be playing there next season. Leo is just a junior this year. And you can see there too, 226 tackles among the three of them. That was after 10 games this season and 11 takeaways. Pretty amazing season for those guys. And then Brady Redwine, he's just a junior for Elk Mound. 2,424 rushing yards, 220 yards per game. He's one of, I think, 3 or 4 guys who...
Amherst 34-7.
Actually, 5 or 6 guys who rush for over 200 yards per game. He had 35 rushing yards coming into this one, or rushing touchdowns. He has 36 now. John had 34. He has 35 now. Both of them near the top of the leaderboard. Brady is in second place, tied for second, and John is is actually fourth place as far as rushing touchdowns. So amazing seasons for both of these stellar running backs and these two very good teams. Wouldn't surprise me if Grantsburg ends up staying in Division 5 next year, and it's always kind of like it really depends on how the playoff field pans out, who makes it and who gets placed where. So Grantsburg is always near the top of Division 6 or near the bottom of Division 5 in terms of enrollment numbers. So never know, but if Grantsburg does make it back to Division 5 next season, would not surprise me to see a game like this, maybe in a different venue, as these two teams are putting on a show. Grantsburg started really slowly on offense, save for one play, and they do get to count that one play, a 64-yard touchdown pass from Anderson to Chanel to start the scoring. They led 6-0. Brady Redwine punched one in from 2 yards out on the subsequent drive. Extra point was good, so they had a 1-point lead the majority of the first half, 7-6, and then Grantsburg able to get another big play. John Chanel rushing touchdown, 47 yards with 2:06 left to go in the first half. So a couple of big plays for Grantsburg, although they did seem to get, their offense a little more on track in the second quarter, not bottling the ball so much. But Grantsburg going to the air a little more often than I would have expected. We'll see what happens here in the second half. As we've got about 1:40 left to go, Grantsburg coming back out onto the field.
Amherst 34-7 at the half against Stratford.
Amherst, this is one. Amherst 34-7 at the half. Let's pop that up real quick. So here is the bracket. Amherst, the number 2 seed, looks like they're going to beat Stratford pretty handily. Stratford, the surprise, beating Stanley Boyd, blanking Stanley Boyd last week. But Amherst all over them at halftime. So that one much less competitive than this one. Grantsburg up by 5, 12-7. Under a minute to go in halftime. They'll put another 3 minutes up there for the two teams to warm up. And they'll need it all because it is cold and it is snowy. But this is fun. This is November football in Wisconsin. So we're going to take another quick break. If you're watching the Facebook Live, I'm just going to put it on mute for a minute. And we'll be back with the second half. Thank you for watching on We Are Grantsburg and Facebook Live. All right, welcome back. About a minute left to go on the warm-up period. 12-7, Grantsburg has the lead coming out of halftime. See what kind of adjustments are made here. Unfortunately, I don't have up-to-the-minute stats. Brady Redwine's probably flirting around 80 yards, I'd say, 80 to 90 yards. John has had a couple of big runs, including that 47-yarder, so he's probably up over 100, maybe barely over 100. So it is a lot of fun here. Abbotsford 24-8 over Clear Lake at the half. Thank you, Jeremy Anderson, for putting that in the comments. Anybody else who has updates, can you put them in the comments? We'll try to monitor those the best we can. We got other guys in the box trying to monitor too. But the other, the Amherst game looks like it's all but over. It looks like Amherst is going to be moving on. Grantsburg and Elk Mound very much undecided.
Chanel brothers. Ask the coach if there are any more Chanels coming up. He said, no, two sisters.
So here we go. Let's open that back up and get this thing going. The temperature has dropped a bunch.
Number 2, Galen Young.
A few guys out there with just short sleeves. Most of the guys on Grantsburg side looks like they have long sleeves underneath their purple jerseys. Elk Mound, I noticed a few bare-skinned arms. And here we go. Grantsburg will receive the opening kickoff. It's an onside kick, and it's fielded by Grantsburg. Garrett Johnson with the sure hands. Elk Mound trying to get something going here to start the second half, and a nice bounce right to Garrett. He grabbed it, secured it, and then went to the ground. Grantsburg will have it near midfield, their own 47-yard line, and it is hard to even see the yard markers anymore, the ones that are painted on the field. Luke Anderson, under center, I formation behind him. Bryce Roofs, the left wing, and it's going to be a pitch. No, it's an inside handoff to Bryce. He makes a guy miss, another guy miss, and he ends up getting near the line of scrimmage. That was a good play by Bryce Roofs as he was hit or stopped in the backfield. He was able to make it out to, well, they're going to spot it. They give him a great spot at the 49.5-yard line near the 50. Right in the middle of the field as well. Just underway here in the second half. 12-7, Grantsburg has the lead, and they have the ball after receiving the second half kickoff. It was an onside, and Grantsburg has it. 2nd and 9 for the Pirates. And they do a massive shift. Bryce Roofs goes from left all the way to the right. McKean gets set on the left side. John Chanel will take the handoff. He's following Hawk Moritz. He's got a hole. He's got a first down, and he's inside the 40. His legs keep going inside the 35-yard line. Big run for Big John Chanel. It's 1st and 10, Grantsburg. 11:08. Left to go in the third quarter. Grantsburg would love to come out of that halftime locker room and punch one in. We were noticing before the game, and I think this is true still, only one different player between offense and defense for the Elk Mound Mounders. Here's the snap, handoff John Chanel, who, following a host of purple jerseys, not as much room this time. He gets down near the 30-yard line. So 3 yards in a cloud of snow. Call it 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for Grantsburg.
2nd down, 9.
Ball is at the 32. 2nd and long for Grantsburg. They have an I formation. One man split to the right to the near side, and they shift again. Bryce Roofs and Gabe Chanel shift sides, and they hand it off to John. John finds a seam. He gets hit and driven back. Nice play. And he celebrates afterwards. That was number 55. Let me check. That is Brett Liu, the coach's son, making a nice form tackle on John Chanel, tackling him with shoulder pads to the thigh pads and driving him back. Light gain on 2nd down brings up 3rd and 6. Grantsburg went to the air more often than I thought they would in the first half. Let's see what they do here. Passing formation in the pistol, but John Chanel still in the backfield, trying to get him to jump. Elk Mound stays put. Anderson checking, and he is ready. He's moving John to his right. 2 men split, one to the left, one to the right. They are going to pass. Looking down the middle, looking for John Chanel, lofts it up, and it is caught inside the 5-yard line. John secures it. He's still down, and he is snow covered. Gets up and he is okay. Luke Anderson just put it where John Chanel could get it, and he went and got it. Grantsburg in business with a big 3rd down pitch and catch. Grantsburg has it inside the 5-yard line. John just snuck out from he had basically moved behind the right tackle, went out and did a skinny post. Anderson put it on the money that time. 1st and goal, Grantsburg. John is now in the Wildcat. Leo Chanel is to his right. He gets the snap. He wants to go right. It's an option. John has it, puts his head down. He has a nose for the goal line, but he can't get it there. Near the 1-yard line now. It'll be 2nd and goal for Grantsburg. You can see after each play, Grantsburg kind of kicking, especially the line, kicking the wet dirt, wet grass out of their cleats. So 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line 8:31 left to go and counting in the third quarter. Grantsburg leads 12-7.
Leo Chanel will line up behind John Chanel in the I formation.
I formation. Leo behind John. Man in motion, Bryce Roops. He slips a little bit, but he's there. Handoff. Leo sprints into the end zone and out the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Grantsburg. Grantsburg now leads 18-7. A 1-yard touchdown sprint by Leo Chanel. So Grantsburg with a 2-score lead now, 18-7. They've missed every extra point opportunity. They've scored 3 touchdowns, haven't scored any extra points. They're going to go for 2 here, try to make it 20-7. McKean slid off to the left. Gabe Chanel and Reed Arnold, Bryce Roofs off to the right. I formation, same formation in the backfield. Anderson hands it off to Leo. Leo driving forward. Grantsburg thinks they've got it, and they do. 2-point conversion is good. Leo Chanel makes it 20-7 with the help of that interior offensive line. They don't get enough credit. It's okay. It's 20-7. Just got a note that you couldn't hear me on the stream. I only heard it from one person. Hopefully you can hear me okay. (20-7). Grantsburg extends their lead coming out of halftime. Get that score updated. So Grantsburg a little bit confused. Both teams a little confused coming out for the kickoff.
Then one of you will kick the other way.
Eight
8:10 left to go in the third quarter. 20-7. Grantsburg has the lead. Just kind of looking at some of the comments. Appreciate the positive comments. If you're unhappy with the live stream, there's other options. There's the Eau Claire station, and I think there's another live stream. So go ahead and move on over there. For the rest of you, thank you for the positive feedback. You are on a site called We Are Grantsburg, so just keep that in mind.
43-yard line.
Pete Biles asks, what does the mood look like on the Elkmount sideline? I wish I could tell you, Pete. It's pretty far away. I can't really see. They're all standing and look like they're into the game. So here we go. Brady Redwine takes the ball on the right side. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. So Grantsburg trying their own version of an onside kick, popping it up. And it was easily caught and then brought down. He could have called a fair catch on that one. I saw one of his teammates yelling and kind of doing it for him, but he still caught it, secured it, went to the ground. Elkmount has it second and about 5, just shy of midfield. Grantsburg fans into it here. You can hear the thundering of the feet on the stands. Redwine tries the right side. He's near first down yardage. I think he's got it.
Redwine carries the ball.
Redwine again with a 5-yard carry.
Morris on the tackle. Good for a Mounder first down.
27 score. Now by 13, a couple scores now. No hurry.
First and 10 inside Grantsburg territory. 45-yard line for Elk Mound. They need to score. Here's a fake handoff. Tyler Stevens nearly got the hit, but it's a complete pass down the middle and still on his feet inside the 20-yard line. Tyler Stevens put a lick on the quarterback, Dylan Black. He just got it away, and it was a big pass down the middle to the tight end. We don't see, actually, Elk Mound doesn't pass too much, 44 yards on average per game, but that was a big play. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Grantsburg leads 20-7. Black in the pistol with Redwine behind him. Two tight ends and a wing to the left. Redwine's going to get it, following his lead blockers, and gets about 4 yards on first down. Nice first down run for Elk Mound.
Benny Johnson in on that tackle. Second down, 7 for the Mounders.
This has been a fantastic game. If you're watching, you can't be here in person, but boy, a lot of people here braving the snow. A lot of fans over on the Elk Mound side wearing blaze orange. They've got their canopies up. It's been a fun game to watch. Same formation, man in motion now, right to left. They're going to hand it off to Redwine on the left side, and why not? But he is hit hard. Leo Chanel right at the point of attack, and not much, if anything, on the second down play. It's going to be third and about 6 at the 14-yard line. Ball is on the right hash mark. Third and 6. Redwine in the backfield. They fake to him. A little flare screen off to the left. It is complete. A flag on the play as he's brought down by Reed Arnold. That is short of the first down pending this flag.
Short by about a yard or two. Hopefully they come.
Grantsburg clapping and illegal use of the hands, illegal block. And that's going to be on Elk Mound.
Illegal block, the call against the
So Grantsburg will accept the penalty, it looks like, and back him up 5.
Wow, what a clean football game this has been between two outstanding high school.
Not many penalties. In fact, I think that's the first penalty of the night. That's what you get when you get to this level of playoffs. Good football teams. And it's going to be a walk-off here of 5 yards, I believe. They still have not marked it. So instead of fourth and about 5 maybe after the result of the play, it's going to be third and about 12. Ball is at the 22-yard line. Elk Mountain may be forced to pass here. John Chanel implores the crowd to get on their feet and get loud. Here's the snap. Handoff, no fake handoff, and a pass. It's picked off! A lot of green in front of him. It's John Chanel. He puts his shoulder down, and he is out to the 30-yard line on the return. John just knew that one was coming, and a big interception. Grantsburg is +2 in the turnover differential. Grantsburg leads 20-7, 5:07 left to go. Big play by the Grantsburg defense.
32-yard line.
First penalty and first turnover of the game by Elk Mound. Second turnover, excuse me. Turned it over just before halftime.
First and 10 for Grantsburg at the 31-yard line, left hash. Grantsburg trying to kind of get some distance here over the Mounders. Here's a fake pitch, handoff to Leo. Leo squirts through the line. He's near first down yardage, just shy, I think. It'll be second and short for Grantsburg.
Good for Pirate. First down.
It was enough for a first down. They gave him a good spot. First and 10 for Grantsburg at the 42-yard line. Middle of the field, 4:54 left to go in the third quarter. 20-7, Grantsburg leads. Looking to get to that neutral site level 4 playoff game against, looks like, Amherst. Fake handoff to nobody. Anderson rolls to his left. He nearly slips the tackle. He ends up getting close to the original line of scrimmage. That looked like a botched play to begin with. John went one way, Anderson went the other way. Not sure whose fault that one was, but it's 2nd and 10 as Luke was able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mounders need a standoff right here. Can't afford to give up. Lower yardage here with clock running. 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 20-7 score. Grantsburg with the lead over Elkmound.
Snow continuing to come down. Lots of snow. You can see the field started green here tonight. Can't see the yard markers. The painted yard lines are tough to see. Here's the handoff. Leo knifing his way through. Look out! He's at the 50, 45, stiff arm, 40, 30, dragging a defender, staying in bounds, knocking off another defender, and now finally out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Flay comes in late. What a run by Leo Chanel.
Flag on the play.
Unbelievable.
Leo is winded, his hands on his knees, but boy, oh boy, that is highlight reel stuff. That is something else, and another penalty on Elk Mound. Personal foul, so that's going to be a half the distance to the goal line. I think that was a late hit. Although, it's hard to fault Elk Mound. I mean, he was right on the sideline. I'm not sure that was a necessary call. I mean, did you see the run? You'd have to do everything you can to bring that guy down. He still didn't go down.
He broke tackles like you would not believe. Unbelievable. They had him stopped 3 or 4 times.
So Grantsburg knocking on the door once again inside the 10. It's 1st and goal at the 6.
1st and goal for the Pirates at the 6-yard line.
3:37 left to go in the third quarter. I formation, it's John Chanel leading the way for Bryce Roofs. Leo getting a break. Roofs gets the ball. He is hit in the backfield and thrown down. Number 48, William Mazinski, knifing through and making the play. Loss on the play. Ben Johnson comes out and back into the game. Leo Chanel. It has been something else watching these guys play all season long. John and Leo get all the headlines, and boy, you can see why. You can see why Leo is getting a scholarship to go play for the Badgers, and you can see why John is also a preferred walk-on going to the Badgers. Here's a handoff to John. John follows his blockers, dives forward, not much there, gets to the 5-yard line.
Tripped up by Red Wine.
Brought down there, coming up to make the tackle that time was
3rd and goal for the Pirates.
3rd and goal from the 5. Likely 4-down territory. Well, maybe not. Jared Van Watermeulen has proved to be a good kicker this year, and he's been able to hit from here. The wind would be at his back. We'll see if they run off to their left to try to potentially set up a field goal if things don't go Grantsburg's way on the run. Leo's the fullback. John Chanel, the tailback. David McKean split off to the left. Wing to the right. Anderson under center. He is going to hand it off. No, he's going to roll to his left. Looking. He throws it over the defender. Caught. Touchdown, Leo Chanel. 26-7. Grantsburg scoring 3 unanswered touchdowns. Elk Mound led much of that first half, 7-6, but Grantsburg up now 26-7. A 5-yard touchdown pass. Luke Anderson, 2nd of the night. Both to Chanel boys, one to John, a 64-yarder to get it started, and now to Leo, a 5-yarder to make it a 26-7 score.
So a 5-yard touchdown pass from Anderson to Leo Chanel on the receiving end now for Leo. That is his 8th touchdown in the year receiving.
Leo has 8 touchdowns receiving on the year. These guys are so good. Here's a 2-point conversion. Leo slips a tackle. He has to slip a couple more. He gets near the goal line. No, just shy. Good job by that defense to string him out and make the tackle. 26-7, the score remains. 1:42 left to go want to thank our sponsors again. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this to you. Burnett County Sentinel, Massage Therapy by Sarah, T-Dogs, Arrow Building Center, Backwoods Beer and Bait, Cozy Kitchen, Fiedler Ford, Community Bank, Burnett Plumbing and Eco Water, Bass Lake Lumber, Gary Nelson Insurance, Burnett Dairy Co-op, Crex Tex, Anderson Automotive, Burnett Medical Center, Country Cafe on Main, Bergey's Fitness and Foods, Grantsburg Sanitary, Onstead Therapy Services, E&M Machine, Bont Chiropractic, Grantsburg Telecom, Frontier Stables, and Kaywood Truss and Rafters. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. This has been overwhelming, the support that We Are Grantsburg has had. Just started this 6 weeks ago. Didn't think it would build to what we've got now, and it's all because community support and business support. So if you need anything, services, if you're hungry, when you are in need of something that one of these sponsors provide, can you check with them first and just see if what they offer is what you need, and if it is, could you patronize them? Thank you, and thank you, sponsors. Grantsburg leads 26-7, minute 42 left to go in the third quarter. Van Watermeulen will kick it to the second level. It's picked up on one hop across the 25, not quite to the 30. It is getting hard to see those yard lines, and the lines aren't so bad. It's the numbers having a little bit of trouble seeing, but decent field position to start this drive for Elk Mound. And boy, if we thought they had to score on the last one, this one is a huge drive. Minute 37 left to go in the third quarter. Quarters are 12 minutes long. Grantsburg has an 19-point lead. Black, the quarterback, man in motion left to right. They're going to hand it off to him, trying to get the end, and he is met and dropped. A big bear hug by the defensive end out there.
Tackle on the play by Bryce Roos.
Bryce Roos, another tackle for loss. I think that's like 3 tackles for loss for Bryce. Grantsburg started this game really jittery. 2 fumbles, one was a botched snap, one was a botched handoff exchange. Then the big play, a 64-yard touchdown pass. And then the next drive, a couple more bad throws or tough throws to catch. But since then, Grantsburg has really settled in. Black back to pass, looking, and it's intercepted. John Chanel with his second interception of the night. He is down. He raises his hands, and holds the ball high, shows the Grantsburg fans. 26-7, second interception for John Chanel, and that was a big play. No dagger called yet, but 51 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Grantsburg leads by 19.
Only came in throwing the ball 43 out of 90 times on the season. Was throwing a couple of picks here and 2 big turnovers, and again here comes the Pirates.
So Grantsburg with a chance to put the nail in the coffin. 51 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They do the shift again, where Bryce and Leo move to the right. McKean moves way out to the left. Handoff John Chanel. Chanel following Hawk Moritz, jumps over a guy. He's inside the 30 and to the 29-yard line. Gain of 6 on first down. If you saw that stat earlier, let me see if I can pull it up real fast here. On the right-hand side, those 3 boys, John, Leo, and Gabe, have 226 tackles and 11 takeaways. Make that 13 after tonight's game.
The biggest games tonight have been through the air, except for that one big touchdown run where he broke 3 or 4 tackles behind the line of scrimmage and ran 46 yards for a touchdown.
Second and about 4 to go at the 39-yard line. This will be the last play of the third quarter. 4-3. They've got to get it off. Snap. Handoff John. John following the block. He's got a little space, and he's got a first down to the 20-yard line, and that's where we'll start as the 2 teams swap sides. It's 1st and 10. Grantsburg at the 20. They lead 26-7. Fourth quarter upcoming. Grantsburg fans on their feet in this snowy, cold night here in Grantsburg. I'm just checking out the window. The stands are almost 100% full. I'd say 90% full. Fans lining the fence along the track, and they can sense it. 1 quarter left to play, 12 minutes left to play, 26-7, and Grantsburg has it 1st and 10 on Elk Mound's 20-yard line. So, regardless of the outcome, obviously we wish Elk Mound safety as they travel a couple hours back to Elk Mound. Could be pretty treacherous, so be patient if you're waiting for loved ones to come home. Obviously, driving at night presents one thing, but this snow presents another, so it's going to be a long haul for them, and we wish all Elk Mound fans safe travel tonight as they head back home.
The Pirates will start the 4th quarter, 1st and 10 at the Mounders' 29-yard line.
The Elk Mound 29-yard line. And the Mounders are trailing 26-7.
So 26-7, 12 minutes put up on the clock. Grantsburg has the 19-point lead. They have the ball. They have a first down at the 20-yard line. Grantsburg shifting again. Luke Anderson waiting for them to get set. Bryce Roofs nearly fell. Here's John being patient, waiting for Leo to get a block. Leo can't get a block. A lot of slipping, that lateral movement, and he gets up and he is giving his brother some grief. Leo did look like he was slipping a little bit too. Loss of a yard on the play as they ran that sweep to the near side. But the clock has started at 11:30 left to go in the 4th quarter. Grantsburg puts John Chanel as quarterback. 3 men split to the right, 1 to the left. John's going to have it. It's a sweep to the right following Hawk Moritz. He leaps forward across the 20. Inside the 20. Is that the 20? No, it's the 25. So he is at the 27-yard line. My apologies. Really hard to read the field now. 3rd and long for Grantsburg. 3rd and about 9. Grantsburg not able to get much so far in the 4th quarter, but it is under 11 minutes left to go in the game. Anderson in the shotgun, nobody with him. Empty backfield and a whistle blown because Elk Mound did not have the defense that they wanted. Timeout Elk Mound. 10:48 left to go in the 4th quarter. 26-7. Grantsburg has it. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 28-yard line.
Don't forget the concession stand would like to sell out tonight. There's still food available.
So take a look again if you missed it earlier when we threw this up. John, Gabe, and Leo have combined for, as of yesterday, or earlier today, 3,223 total yards and 55 touchdowns. Defensively, 226 tackles and 11 takeaways. Elk Mound, Brady Redwine Jr., he's just a junior. So is Leo Chanel, a couple of outstanding juniors on the field tonight. Leads the entire state of Wisconsin in rushing yards, 24-24, 220 yards per game, and he's tied for second with 35 rushing touchdowns. He's got another one today. So here we go, 3rd and long for Grantsburg. 10:48 left to go in the 4th quarter. Luke Anderson in the shotgun. Man in motion is John Chanel. He takes the handoff. He wants to cut it up. No, he's going to try to get to the outside. He does. He gets inside the 25, and he is dropped short of the first down. And Grantsburg will be faced with a decision here on 4th down. They are going to wind the clock. The clock continues. 10:38 left to go.
And let's see where they mark the football. It's going to be at
the referee is telling the clock guy to wind the clock.
winding the clock. They want the clock to run. We're down at 10:35 left to play the game.
So, nearing 10 and a half minutes left to go. John is going to be the quarterback. 4th and a long 4. The Wildcat. John's going to try the right side. No, it's a pop pass. Throws it to Gig. Touchdown, Grantsburg. What a play. Everybody sucks up on the run by John. He stops and jumps and completes the pass to his little brother, who's not so little. The sophomore Gabe Chanel, nobody within 10 yards of him, prances into the end zone. Touchdown, Grantsburg leads 32-7. 10-17 left to go in the game.
Anderson comes back in the lineup out of the Wildcat formation that time. The pass went to John Chanel to snap. Made about 2 steps towards the line.
What a play drawn up by this coaching staff.
Gabe scores from 24 yards out. 32-7 score.
Grantsburg will go for 2. Bad snap or mishandled snap. Anderson is going to be wasted in the backfield.
Anderson tackle on the extra point attempt.
We'll be back with a kickoff right after this with the score. Grantsburg 32 and 7.
So I don't know how well you can hear the crowd, but they are giving this team a huge ovation as they come to the sideline. They lead 32-7. Big night here tonight for Grantsburg. John has 2 interceptions, a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a passing touchdown. Grantsburg has 3 passing touchdowns tonight. Leo has 2 touchdowns, 1 in the air reception and 1 on the ground, if memory serves. Absolutely incredible offense here tonight for Grantsburg. 32-7. The score. Grantsburg has scored 26 unanswered points. From 2:06 left to go in the first half, it's been all Pirates. Grantsburg bench. That's Hawk Moritz telling everybody to get loud on this kickoff. John Chanel now. The Pirates having a lot of fun here in this snowy, cold game. Here is a decent kickoff. It gets past the receiver, and it is nearly recovered by Leo Chanel. It squirts off of him and the receiver. That was Ethan Canta. Apologies if I got that wrong. Went off of one of the other and out of bounds. Out of bounds at about, I think, the 23-yard line. That's where Elk Mound will have this possession. 10-17 left to go. And now we're into Elk Mound needing a miracle type of thing. Grantsburg's defense back out there. It looked like they were getting beat up a little bit in the first half, but it has been all Grantsburg in the second. Leo's going to knife in, and he makes a tackle for loss. Brady Redwine unable to get his motor going, and that's how you stop a kid like that. The junior running back leads the entire state in rushing yards. He is super fast. You can, if all you need to do is Google Brady Redwine, and you can find plenty of highlights. I saw he was a player of the week. I think it was WIAA out of Eau Claire. He was a player of the week. They had a really nice production going to Elk Mound, and including the offensive line. Here's Redwine again. He is hit and dropped for a gain of about 3, maybe 4 on second down. He also has a bunch of highlights on Huddle. This team will be a force to be reckoned with next year as well. They were undefeated in the Dunn St. Croix. It was that's a good conference. Their 2 losses were to St. Croix Central, the second game of the year. St. Croix Central, a powerhouse football team, and Shatek Weyerhaeuser in the first night of the season. And perhaps they didn't know exactly what they had at the time. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, nothing doing. It's going to be 4th and long for the Mounders. And it looks like the offense will stay out there on the field for Elk Mound. Eight 8:35 left to go in the game. Grantsburg leads 32-7.
Grantsburg, the Pirates on top of the Elk Mound Mounders.
4th down and 4 for Elk Mound.
Well, the Pirates scored first on a 64-yard touchdown.
4th and long. It's going to hit, fumble, strip, and Grantsburg will have it at the 17-yard line as Leo Chanel comes flying in from his linebacker position. And nothing Dylan Black could do there. He was going back to pass, and Chanel was on him so fast. Lost the ball, fumbled backwards, and Grantsburg has it inside the 20. They spotted at the 18-yard line. That is the 3rd turnover on Elk Mound. 2 interceptions in that fumble. I formation for Grantsburg, and now they are into milking the clock mode. It'll be a handoff. John Schnell will take it on the right side. He bounces it, and now he puts his shoulder pads down and piles forward. Near the 10-yard line is where the pile is. Looks like it'll be spotted at about the 12-yard line. Gain about 6, maybe 7 on first down. 2nd and 4 and for the Pirates. Clock is running, 7:44 and counting left to go in the game.
By the Elk Mound Mounders. Gives it right back to the Pirates. 7:33 running left to play in the football game.
7.5 left to go. Grantsburg up big over Elk Mound. Leo is the deep man. He's going to get it. He tries the left side. He squirts free. He crosses the end zone, the end line, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates, pouring it on, 38-7. And the crowd chants, Leo, Leo. 7:17 left to go. A 12-yard touchdown run by Leo Chanel. His 3rd touchdown of the game. We'll get to all the scoring in just a minute. Grantsburg again will try for 2. It is a 31-point lead for the Pirates. Did not think we would even ever get close to running clock. This is a good football team. Grantsburg is just really good. Pitch left, John Chanel into the end zone, 2-point conversion, and he stands up without problem after that. 40-7. Grantsburg now in message sending mode. Amherst was big over their opponent. Slips my mind right now. At halftime, I don't have an update on that score yet. And it's 40-7. 7:17 left to go in the game.
Level 4.
So the crowd has gotten what they came for, a big, big margin right now, and it looks like Grantsburg will be heading on to level 4. That is a neutral site, unlike volleyball. And volleyball matches are set. The venues are set before the season. You can look at the brackets before the season starts and see where the sectional final and sectional semifinals will be held. That is different in football. So we will have to wait and see. Likely somewhere in the Eau Claire area, I would guess, will be where Grantsburg will have to travel. Here's a little pooch kick to about the 40. It's bobbled. It's up for grabs, and who has it? I think Grantsburg had the angle on it. Elk Mound gets it back. Boy, there is a lot of snow down there now. So Elk Mound does get the ball at the 40-yard line. 7:14 left to go in the 4th quarter. Let's take a look at the brackets as they pull up here. Grantsburg looks like they're going to move on and then Amherst is going to defeat the Cinderella story, Stratford. What a story that was. They beat Stanley Boyd, the number 1 seed, and a top choice by many pundits to actually win the whole thing, Stanley Boyd. But Stratford, the number 5 seed, blanked them 38-0 last week. But Amherst too much for them this week, it appears, as Brady Redwine is down in the backfield. That was Tyler Stevens on the tackle. So Grantsburg's defense, it can be safely said now, was up to the task, corralling and keeping Brady Redwine in check. And it's actually been quite impressive. Of course, the weather did not help Brady. He's a speedster, and when you can't cut, that's a huge disadvantage, and your wheels are spinning. But here's Brady on the left side. He's tackled, gain of about 3. It looks like the Chanel boys, actually all 3 Chanel boys in on that tackle.
Brought down there by Leo Chanel, and a little help from brother Gabe.
Third down 9 for the Dolphins.
So 3rd and 9.
The leading tacklers on the club for Grantsburg.
Nearing 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Grantsburg leads 40-7. This could be running time if Grantsburg hadn't missed so many extra points early. I shouldn't say extra points. They missed the first extra point and a couple of 2-point conversions. 3rd and long, not going anywhere. Grantsburg's defense is playing inspired football tonight. There were some big chunk plays in the first half, but since then it has been a dominating performance by this Grantsburg defense. Some well-timed blitzing, some sure tackling, and 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions from John Chanel. 4th and long, and Elk Mound is going to concede by punting. 5:23 left to go in the ball game. Here's a snap, and it's blocked. Punt is blocked, picked up. Well, it doesn't really matter who picks it up. It's going to be Grantsburg ball at the 30-yard line. Got it. I couldn't tell who got it, but boy, Grantsburg is just playing lights out. They are playing like a state championship caliber team right now, beating a really good football team and beating them badly. 40-7, the score. Now even Marcus Michael, the ball boy, coming and telling the crowd to get up and get loud. As I look at the crowd, I see just snow piling up on stocking caps and hoodies, but nobody cares right now. Grantsburg ready to celebrate a big victory as John Chanel comes out, gets a huge hug from Adam Hale, and I think John's night is over, thankfully. Grantsburg brings out some of the second-teamers. Bryce Roofs would not be a second-teamer on most teams, but he is on this one. He'll get the handoff. He stutters in the back, slips a tackle, slips another. He's still on his feet, and he is finally wrestled down inside the 30. Not many yards on that play, but boy, you see what I'm talking about. The stable is full after John and Leo move on. Bryce is a junior, so he'll be sharing the load next year, potentially with Leo, depending on how they use everybody next year. Leo Chanel is a junior. Gabe Chanel is a sophomore. Luke Anderson is a junior. David McKean, who we haven't seen much today, but he's a force. This is his first year playing football, and he is a junior. Some of those guys on the line still juniors and sophomores. Grantsburg's not going anywhere either. 4:23 as Anderson watches the official at the 7-yard line. As he starts counting down, he'll snap the ball. Roofs. He runs into the middle of the line. Now he's driven back. Grantsburg doesn't care too much about yards right now. They're trying to milk the clock, get out of here injury-free. 4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 8.
Down and 8 yards to go for the first down, a loss of a yard on the carry. We're under 4 minutes left to play the game.
David McKean comes out. Jace Quimby comes in. He'll be the flanker, the split out to the right.
Wide left and wide right. Out far to the right this time.
John Chanel, Leo Chanel, both out of the game. Luke Anderson, the quarterback, still the sure-handed one. Snap, handoff up the middle. That's Levi Miller, who slammed down to the turf. He hit the turf hard. So it'll be 4th and long for Grantsburg. They'll stay out on offense as the ball is at the 27-yard line.
It'll be 4th down and 7 yards to go for the first down. 4th down and 7. We're down to
So Grantsburg will almost certainly keep it on the ground here.
all the time you can to lift this
3 minutes, 11 seconds left to go in the game.
here with a 40-7 win. Again, Ben Johnson out wide to the right this time for Grantsburg to the near side of the field. Spinby. And here's Anderson out of the eye.
Anderson under center. He pitches it eventually over to Bryce Roofs. He's trying the right side. He's going to be brought down for a slight loss on the play, but Grantsburg doesn't care about that. It's a turnover on downs. 2:48 left to go in the game. 40-7. Elk Mound with the ball, but Grantsburg with a big lead. Hawk Moritz comes off. He gets a big hug from his dad, Mike Moritz, a great player when he was playing back in the early 50s. Just kidding. Brady Redwine's still out there. The junior going to get the ball. He slices through the right side, and this will give him a lot of yards as he gets down across the 40, inside the 35 into Grantsburg territory. Grantsburg letting down, and it is their starting defense out there for now. 40-7, the clock stops as the chains are set.
27-yard carry on that one, all the way down to the 2-yard line of Grantsburg. Clock running, 2:31 play this one. 40-7 score.
1st and 10, Elk Mound has it. Ball is on the 32-yard line, right hash mark, we're assuming. Here is a fake handoff, and it goes up the middle to Brady. Brady is hit and dropped. Bryce Roofs along with Leo Chanel and John Chanel. One of the employees, I said it at the beginning of the stream, would you please, if you can go to wearegrantsburg.com, if you can look at my right sidebar there. We had a family friend and a pillar of the community, a farming family, Four Cubs Farm, had a huge fire. It burned their milk parlor and part of their barn to the ground yesterday, and 800 cows had to be relocated to dairy farms. Here's the handoff, Redwine nearly slipping one, but John Chanel there to bring him down. The Petersons in Four Cubs Farm had to relocate 800 cows to dairy farms so they could be milked, and that went off incredibly well. People coming from the Eau Claire area, from all around, driving those cows to, I heard 5 and I heard 6 different farms, and just selflessly giving, trailering it up and bringing cows 10 at a time sometimes to different dairy farms. Here's the 3rd and short. Black will throw it out to the right. It's incomplete. Forward pass incomplete. Clock will stop with 1:06 left to go. 40-7. It'll be 4th down coming up. Anyway, long story short, the Petersons are trying to raise some money to help the employees that are somewhat displaced momentarily until they are able to get up and running again. They estimate it'll take about 6 months to get back up and running, is one estimate I heard from one of the family members, and they're raising money. So they have a GoFundMe started, and you can access it on the right sidebar of We Are Grantsburg. If you can donate 10, 20, 50, $100, please do so. 4th and short, it's going to be a 1st down run for Elk Mound. 1:02 left to go on the clock. So the chains are set. The clock starts, under a minute left to go, and Grantsburg is going to punch their ticket to level 4 in Division 5. The smallest school by enrollment in Division 5 will be moving on. Here is a fake handoff. Now a handoff to the tailback, brought down at the 15-yard line.
Michael Lewis
on the stop, and it was Christopher Lee on the carry. 2nd and 6 for Elk Mound. The Mounders with 19 seconds left. This will be the last play of the game, barring a stoppage via out of bounds or incompletion. Snap, handoff Redwine, caught, down. Michael Lewis finishes him off after Leo Chanel twirls him around. Triple zeros on the clock. Grantsburg is advancing in the playoffs. They are one game away from playing at Camp Randall. John Chanel planting the flag and now lining up as Grantsburg is victorious 40-7. The Pirates taking care of Elk Mound. It was a close game early.
November 10th or Saturday,
It was 7-6 with 2:06 left to go in the first half, and then Grantsburg just poured it on.
Later this weekend.
So we will learn the location of the game later this weekend, but I promise you we'll be there.
The aluminum bleachers are very slippery. Please be careful on your
So again, we do
way
wish
out.
Elk Mound
Thank you.
fans well, the ones that braved it. They're going to be heading home in some pretty rough weather. So again, if just pray for safety for them on their way home. And a really well-fought game, respectful game, hard-nosed game. And one team's got to lose this one. I did not expect a 40-7 win. I did think Grantsburg had a good chance to win, but never saw something like this coming. Let me just recap the scoring. In the first quarter, it was Grantsburg who got the scoring started after a rocky start. On 3rd and about 8, Luke Anderson found John Chanel, a 64-yard touchdown pass, 8:54 left to go in the first quarter. Extra point was missed. Ensuing drive by Elk Mound, Brady Redwine, a 2-yard touchdown run, giving him 36 rushing touchdowns on the season. And the PAT was good. The point after was good, so Elk Mound had a 7-6 lead all the way until 2:06 left to go in the first half. John Chanel ran it, a 47-yard sprint to the end zone, and that made it 12-7 as we headed to halftime. Leo Chanel got the scoring started in the third quarter, 8:10 left to go in the third quarter, a 1-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion was good by Leo as well. And then on the next drive, with 1:42 left to go in the third quarter, Luke found Leo in the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown throw. Luke's second touchdown pass, Leo's second touchdown of the night. Later on in the fourth quarter, the next drive, John Chanel threw it to his little brother Gabe Chanel. The sophomore caught it, a 24-yard touchdown pass. As if you remember it, it was just out of the Wildcat. John looked like he was going to run into the line. He stopped, he leapt, jumped straight up like a jump shot, and threw a perfect strike to Gabe, who was just about 10 yards away from pay dirt, nobody even close to him. 24-yard touchdown pitch and catch with 10:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. That's when we really realized this one's pretty much in the bag, and then Grantsburg adds a 12-yard Leo Chanel touchdown with 7:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Grantsburg wins 40-7. Some amazing highlight reel type of plays, mostly from the guys wearing purple. Some big hits on defense, 3 turnovers. John Chanel had two interceptions, and then a fumble recovery late in the game to really finish Elk Mound off. So that is about it from Grantsburg. Again, let me just thank our sponsors one more time, and if you can, let me remind you of the Four Cubs Farm that is looking to raise some funds for their employees. You can find that on my website, wearegrantsburg.com. Please consider donating something, anything, to help them with their displaced workers. Thank you again to our business sponsors, Kaywood Truss and Rafters, Frontier Stables, Grantsburg Telcom, Bont Chiropractic, E&M Machine, Onstead Therapy Services, Crextex, Anderson Automotive, Burnett Medical Center, Country Cafe on Main, Bergie's Fitness and Foods, Grantsburg Sanitary, Burnett Dairy Co-op, Gary Nelson Insurance, Bass Lake Lumber, Burnett Plumbing and Eco Water, Community Bank, Fiedler Ford, Burnett County Sentinel, Massage Therapy by Sarah, T-Dogs, Arrow Building Center, Backwoods Beer and Bait, and Cozy Kitchen. Thank you each. 40-7, Grantsburg victorious. They will move on to level 4 next week. It is the sectional final, if you want to call it that. the game before state, and these guys are looking good and playing really, really good football. So for Nick Rombach running the show, my name is Bob Rombach. Thank you for joining us again, and drive safely. Again, Grantsburg wins 40-7, and you watched it on WeAreGrantsburg.com.